What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. And as always, I'd like to remind you guys that if you want to donate to this channel, if you want to show love to Too Raw for TV, you can do so in the links provided in the description box. Now, um, usually I don't like to speculate on my channel or go on rumors, okay? Because oftentimes you can be incorrect. You know what I'm saying? I like to usually report things when it's been verified. But this is something that I saw that although it might not be true, it does make a lot of sense. So this is speculative, but I do want to talk about something that's out there that makes a lot of sense when you look at it. And it's the fact that there are some reports out there that, although it hasn't been announced or confirmed that Kawhi Leonard is a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, there are some things out there that does make sense. Okay, we all know now that the Golden State Warriors traded Andre Iguodala to the Memphis Grizzlies. I think it was out of spite because of what he said in an interview to the Breakfast Club when he told Charlamagne the Guard what he had to go through prior to the 2018 NBA Finals, where they basically lied about the severity of his injury. And the implication is that they did something similar to Kevin Durant, which is possibly one of the reasons which motivated him to leave the Golden State Warriors. But anyway, there's some speculation out there now that the Memphis Grizzlies will probably waive Andre Iguodala, and Iguodala will then potentially sign with the Los Angeles Lakers. Um, as far as Kawhi Leonard, I think, and Kawhi Leonard basically is trying to figure out how important he is to Lakers organization, and he's also trying to figure out exactly how much power he would have within the organization, which makes sense. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is now considered, especially with the injury to Kevin Durant. Right now, you can make an argument that Kawhi Leonard is considered de facto the best player in the NBA. So he kind of wants to probably have the respect of a player that's considered the best player in the NBA, at least for right now. The Lakers are considered LeBron James' organization. Um, so I guess he wants to figure out just how important he is to the organization, how much power he would have. And also, I thought I saw something where he wanted some say as to control of the team doctors. Like, I guess he wants to have his team of doctors in place over just organizational doctors. We already know that situation with the San Antonio Spurs. Um, but basically, what I'm seeing, and I think Chris Broussard is posting this on his Twitter, that if Kawhi Leonard does indeed agree to sign with the Lakers, that he will bring Danny Green over there. Of course, Danny Green is one of the best knockdown shooters, and it makes a lot of sense to bring a knockdown shooter on any team that LeBron James is a part of. That those types of players thrive under LeBron James. Also, they're trying to bring in Seth Curry. Seth Curry, of course, the younger brother of Steph Curry, of course, with the Portland Trailblazers, and he's another guy that would be a great fit for any team with LeBron James. Seth Curry, one of the great knockdown shooters or catch and shoot guys in the history of the NBA, 44% accuracy for his career. I think he's third or fourth all time. So the Lakers are, if everything was to come into place, and also the Lakers are offering Rajon Rondo the veteran minimum, and he has 24 hours to decide. Right now, the Lakers are trying to build pretty much a dynasty team. Um, Now, all of this is speculation. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to happen. Um, all of this may never come to fruition, but if it were to happen, this would be the strongest team LeBron James has ever played on. And if you're a Golden State Warrior fan, you don't have the right to criticize LeBron James because, first of all, you guys have played and been a beneficiary of a super team for the past 3 to 4 years. Okay? And anybody that criticized you guys, you would say, look, this is the NBA. A player has the right to join whoever they want to play with, yada, yada, yada. Okay? I've heard that for years. I didn't like, from a competitive standpoint, when Kevin Durant joined with the Warriors. But over time, I grew to accept that decision because it was best for it was the best decision for Kevin Durant. All right. And ultimately, Kevin Durant chose to move on. You should move on. You shouldn't be like Joe butt hurt because Kevin Durant's left. Okay, that's Joe Bud. You are the epitome of a poor fan. You're a very poor fan, Joe Bud. And also, Kevin Durant chose to go to the Brooklyn Nets. Also, because of the fact that um, I think some of it is he still wants to compete, but I think he wants to go against LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to go against LeBron James on the biggest stage rather than just in the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, because think about it. Let's say the Lakers and if Kevin Durant stayed with the Warriors, let's say they played in the Western Conference Finals, it would get phenomenal ratings. It would phenomenal ratings. But whoever came out of the West and played against the Eastern Conference champions, that finals was kind of anticlimactic because all the firepower was in the West. Now with Kevin Durant in the Eastern Conference, you can have at least for a 2 to 3 year window, at least a matchup where it'll be a great competitive series. Now, of course, it's going to take Kevin Durant a little while to recover from the Achilles injury. I don't think it's going to take 3 years. I'm hearing some guys say, look, it might take him up to 2 to 3 years. I don't think it's going to take that long. I know Dominique Wilkins was the exception, but Dominique Wilkins, I think, injured his Achilles in January of '92. Okay, that's when he tore his Achilles. All right. The '92-'93 season, Dominique Wilkins was ready, and he grew stronger during that season, and he wound up being second in the league in scoring, a hair under 30 points per game behind Michael Jordan. Statistically, you could make the argument that Dominique had his best season overall, or at least his second best season overall that year. Okay, and I think Kevin Durant's an even better player than Dominique Wilkins. Now, he's not the athlete that Dominique Wilkins was, but he's an even better player than Dominique Wilkins. So I don't think it's going to take a guy like him, especially the type of skill set he has and the game he has. I don't think it's going to take Kevin Durant that long to get back to the Kevin Durant that we're accustomed to seeing. And his game might be altered somewhat uh, because of the Achilles injury. He might be more Kevin Nowitzki. Okay, maybe even more of a jump shooter than ever before, even though he primarily was a jump shooter. But going back to the Lakers, though, this would be a masterstroke by the Lakers organization, and you would have to uh, say that this is a resurrection of LeBron James because with this team, if they are going to get all these pieces, you know, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Andre Iguodala, Seth Curry, Danny Green, keep Rondo, Kyle Kuzma still there. Um, this is a team where LeBron James doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't have to. dominate the offense anymore. If this team were to come together, this would be the easiest. I think this would be the easiest it's been for him in his career, even easier than it was with Miami when he had a Dwayne Wade and a Chris Bosh to play with, and Ray Allen. But this is even strong. This would be even stronger. This would be a tremendous team, man. And I think the next couple of days will tell. Um, we're all just waiting on what Kawhi Leonard's going to do. But if you look at all indications, if you read what's out there, all the indications are showing that Kawhi Leonard is probably strongly leaning toward joining the Los Angeles Lakers organization. And there's some people out there that said that they wouldn't respect Kawhi Leonard if he did it. At this point in time, I've gotten used to how the NBA is now. Okay, I didn't like it when LeBron James left Cleveland to go to Miami, but it was his decision to do so. Um, I really didn't like it when Kevin Durant joined the team that just defeated him in the playoffs 5 weeks prior, but it was his decision to do so. At this point in time, I've gotten used to the culture of the NBA. Guys like to want to, it's a players' league. It's no longer a management league or, a organizational league. It's a players' league. Players have so much more power than they did just 20 years ago. So guys want to team up, play with one another. That's just the way the NBA is now. You know what I'm saying? And if Kawhi Leonard wants to do that, if Kawhi Leonard wants to play on a team that he thinks give him the best opportunity to win a championship, so be it. You know, um, it would be unusual for a reigning NBA champion, a reigning Finals MVP to change teams. That would be unusual. Um, but this is a different, time, and this is a different league, and it's a unique opportunity for him. As Ticket TV has said, oftentimes, Kawhi Leonard never asked to be traded to the Toronto Raptors. He made the best of an opportunity. I think they did that to be funny. Uh, the San Antonio Spurs, and look what it did for them. It blew up in their face. You know, it's the San Antonio Spurs that lost in the first round of playoffs, and it's Kawhi Leonard that was hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy and the Bill Russell Award as far as MVP in the finals. So that's pretty much it, man. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. This has been a very fun year. This has been a very interesting off season, and tell me what you guys think, man.